You're beautiful.
Freestyle. Alright. Mr. Merengue, I'm going to do the school announcements now because it's 10:35. Alright. Bing bong bing. Good morning, JFK High. Here are the announcements for Monday morning. First off, I'd like to thank the vocal jazz ensemble and stage crew for setting up today's sound system while our intercom is on the fritz. In other news, the JFK Giants won victory over the weekend at soccer tournament against the South End Serpents, beating them in a tied game. This victory could have not, of course, been gained without the valiant efforts of Jordan Van Gockel, captain and irreplaceable leader of the JFK Giants. Jordan, as we all know, is the best player our school has ever seen. And if I should be so bold, the most beautiful person that ever lived. A victory party will be held in the lunchroom during lunch and is sponsored by McDonald's. This is a note to Jordan. I managed to get them to throw a couple double cheeseburgers into the mix because I know how much you like them. I have them in my locker on a heat pad, so if you want them, you can come to my locker. I also snagged 5 packets of McChicken sauce because I know how you like to use 5 packets and 5 packets only for your super size fries. And I reckon you were going to have a super size fries because you're a super size person. Okay, now joke corner on today's announcements. This was sent by an anonymous person who shall remain nameless. I really want to know. It's a secret, but it's totally me. But it's anonymous. Okay, so here on Joe Corner, a high school student came home from school, seeming rather depressed. "What's the matter, my son?" asked his mother. "Ah, gee," said the boy, "it's my marks. They're all wet." "What do you mean, all wet?" "I mean," he replied, "below sea level." Pause for laughter. Hey, you're welcome, students of GFK. That joke, yes, was brought to you by an anonymous genius. Alright, moving on. The hunt for the person or persons responsible for spitballing Principal Merengue's car is still under investigation by the Spy Club. I for sure can rule out Jordan Van Gockel. Because he wasn't there. He was in the boys' locker room having a shower after a very strenuous practice with the soccer team. I know. Because I know where he is all the time. I know his schedule like the back of my hand. Like, whoa. I'm kind of like his biggest fan, alright? By the way, speaking of fan clubs, more members are required for the Jordan Van Gockel Fan Club. Every club needs at least 5 members to register for school funding. So currently the club only has needs about 4 members. And then same goes for the Games of Thrones club. They need some members as well. The entry fee for these clubs has switched from $5 to any savory or sweet baked good you can bring. Whether it's a samosa or like if you want to bring some chocolate chip cookies with maybe chips inside of them, kind of creating a salty sweet, that's fine. But again, speaking of Jordan Van Gockel, something sweet. It's now time for Poetry Corner. This poem was sent anonymously again. And this is interesting because the following poem is dedicated to the most beautiful person ever to be at JFK, our leader and principal, Merengue. Just totally kidding. It's not. Totes kidding. It's totally German goggle. Okay, and so it's also an ode to the Games of Thrones. Maybe this young poet would like to join some very cool clubs that we have available at our school. All right, and I hope I do this poem justice. In the north, it may be frozen and cold, but your hand I will grasp until we are old. You, Lord Stark, and I, your lady, will sit in the sun or under a tree where it's shady. Drink this mead, and I will comb your locks. I will fix your meals, patch your wounds, and sew your socks. We will bear babies. Every year, strong, smart, and quick, tough enough to endure a great fall or survive the mightiest sick. Cross my narrow sea and invade my virgin land, and I will reward you with a tight grip and fluid hand. I will be your protector of the realm, keep you safe and so warm. And we will rock back and forth blissfully into a duel of good form. I will polish your armor till it shines like chrome. I will be Khaleesi to your Khan, and we will make love until the dragons come home. Like two beautiful gods, like Lannister twins. We will keep our bloodline strong, and the thrones we will win. My quivering loins give a letter to the raven to send, to say the first rule of sword fighting is to stick me with your pointy end. And if our passions burn white hot, and my moaning becomes shrill, worry not, for a dragon, a fire too hot cannot kill. Once my body cannot be ravished any further, do not forget, your turn will come, as the Lannister always pays her debt. That is some powerful poetry. That concludes our announcements for Monday. And also, Jordan, please let me know if you received any anonymous candygrams. The person who shall remain nameless sent about 76 and still haven't received any confirmation if you received them. So yeah. If you got them from me, just let me know. I mean anonymously. Okay, it was from me. If you're interested, just meet me by the good water fountain. Either way, just let me know if you're coming. You can send me an email confirmation for convenience. You can send it to mrsjordanvangockle@hotmail.com. Or unlike my Facebook fan page for you. Okay, well, you're going to have to like my Facebook fan page for you and then unlike it so I know. But either way, give me a sign. Thank you very much, JFK High, for the Monday's announcements. Thank you, classmate.